Welcome back, Connect fam. As always, we are back with an inspirational guest that's giving us their keys to success. Today is entrepreneur, author, digital creator, and CEO of a retail wall black, Marissa Kearney. Welcome to the show, Marissa. It's so great to have you here.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Amazing. Thanks for being here.
Yes, of course. Nice to be here.
We are very excited to have you here with us today, and especially during Black History Month, to really honor you and the brands, Marissa, that you are building. So tell us, you started out as a digital creator. What inspired you to start your company, Retail Wall Black?
So I actually got here on a complete accident. I started this because I saw Black Santa on the shelf at Target and I was like, oh my God, a Santa, I don't have to color. And I shared that and people were so excited about that. So they started following me. And then we moved into Black History Month. And I was like, well, how do I bring people along now that, there's no more Santas to share? So I started sharing the creators that were behind the Black History Month collections. And that got people more excited. And then after Black History Month was over, I was like, okay, well, let me share Black-owned brands in general in retail. And then it just snowballed into this giant thing that you see today.
That's amazing. Well, can you just dive in a little bit and talk to us about how does it work, Retail Wall Black?
Yes. So my whole mission is to help people be better shoppers when they go into the store. The chances are you're already going to go to Target, you're already going to go to Walmart, or you might even go to the grocery store. So if we can just shift some of those dollars so that we are buying Black in the spaces that we're already shopping in, then that helps us give back to our community. And it's a lot of education to people because people assume that if it's in a retail store, it's not a small business or that you're not really supporting the brand. So I really do a lot of, here are the brands you can shop in this location. And remember, you can shop them there and they're still being supported because they're getting big purchase orders from this retailer, and showing them, what to do. Like, don't return things if you don't have to, because it hurts the brand. So I try to bring them along on a little educational shopping journey, but making it fun in a way. And I go to stores for work. How cool is that? I used to be a teacher.
Well, let me start by saying I am jelly Kelly right now that you get to go to stores for work, because that is my thing. I would love to do that. Marissa, there's obviously a need for your company, but why do you think that Black businesses are underrepresented in retail? And why is that important, especially during Black History Month?
I think part of the issue is that there's still a stigma that if something is Black owned, then it's only for Black people. As if people don't wear shirts or buy cups or, wear lipstick. It's just one of those things where, once you say that something's Black owned, people kind of, back away from it. And I think that is a big piece, because you have to remember that people that are working at the retailers, they're still people that are working there, right? So they have their own biases, and consumer bias is a big thing, So the Black-owned brands are working with buyers that are, maybe passing up on something that would be a big hit to everybody, but they just don't see the value in it because they're thinking that it's only for Black people. So I feel like my job is to break down that wall. It's not just for Black people. These are small businesses. We're always talking about supporting small businesses. What is the difference? There's no difference, but so that's what I feel like my purpose is, especially during Black History Month.
Yeah. And I want to dive into asking you, what are some of the challenges that you faced during your journey as a Black female entrepreneur yourself? And how were you able to overcome them? I think that this is something that a lot of people either are experiencing and they want to see how, to navigate that. And so what was your journey like?
So it was really weird at first. I didn't really know who and what to talk to kind of elevate this and push it forward. And I was getting trolls online, right? So I actually had to kind of stunt the growth of my pages because I turned off comments to everyone who did not follow me. And if you're a digital creator, you need comments because it boosts your post. But it was more important to me for myself to curate a special community that was going to be able to talk in a safe space so that we weren't getting, hate comments every time we were doing something. So I had to turn that off. And then once I got into these spaces talking to these retailers, well, I'm talking to people now as a Black woman. I'm in front of them saying, hey, it's important that we talk about Black-owned brands, not just during, our Februarys and our Juneteens, but like all year. It's important that, they're getting advertising space because they don't have advertising dollars. So what does that look like? If you want to put them on your shelf, you have to have a way to support them. And that was a lot of, I think for people, a lot of, I don't want to say ego swallowing, but a lot of like, well, what do you know? Like, why would I listen to you? So I did a lot of trying to educate more through my content and having my followers and my community actually push me to be like, okay, well, you're not allowed to not listen to her anymore. She's doing things and she's teaching us things that we never learned from you as a retailer. And we are supposed to be trusting you and your list and in the products you're putting on the shelf. But the only time I realized what Black owned versus Black founded was when Marissa told me. So it was and is still an uphill battle of like, why do you need to listen to me?
So let's go ahead and talk branding, Marissa. You've done such an excellent job at this. What tips do you have for those looking to really gain traction on social media? Because you've built 2 very big brands, and not only retail while Black, but also target while Black. What do we need to know?
So I feel like the biggest thing here is do all the things and make all the mistakes. Like finding your brand is really finding your voice in what you're doing. And that needs to be some kind of something that people like attach to you, something about you that people attach to you, whether that be colors or at the end of my videos on TikTok, I say, per usual, y'all, retail, make it Black, something that reminds them that why they're here and that they're listening to a specific voice, and just owning what that thing is. It needs to be unique to you. It doesn't need to be something cookie cutter. Don't be afraid to use colors that are outside the box. I think when people are starting a brand, they lean towards, okay, let me get on Canva and let me use neutral colors. And, let me not scare people off with my branding. Like, no, if your favorite color is yellow, use yellow. If you have something quirky about yourself, like, I don't know, maybe you have a unique voice or you wear your hair in certain, styles and fashions, like lean into that. Maybe your branding is something around your hair. Maybe you have different covers on your Instagram that are different hairstyles. Like lean into what makes you you and what's fun for you, because if you're not having fun, then it's going to show.
I love this. This is so good. Just be authentically yourself.
So speaking of brands, share with us, what are some of your favorite brands to shop with?
So right now, I'm really into Black Paper Party. What they're doing with their branding right now, they're in like Dollar General, they're at Walmart, and they make like holiday related things, which I started my brand Black Santa. So of course, holiday related theming. And right now they have Valentine's Day stuff. So that's really cool for me. As far as like skincare goes, Rosen Skincare, my fiance will drive 40 minutes to make sure that we get more Rosen Skincare in our house. They have a face smoothie that keeps bumps away. I don't know, it's magic. And they have an earth mask that also keeps, like if you get a bump, then you put the earth mask on and the next day you're like, wow, what happened? Did like a gnome crawl into my face and get rid of this bump? And my last brand right now that I'm very into, I want to be careful with what I'm going to answer here because I want to say coffee, but I also want to say Black Girl Magic Wines. So I'm going to give you both. I love Black Girl Magic Wine, the sparkling rosé brut. Yes, amazing. And then coffee, I love Chicago Press. They have like a whole bunch of like blueberry and hazelnut and amazing.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, can you give us some tips on how to be a better shopper for the holiday?
Oh, yes. So I watched this amazing video and I wish I could remember the creator, but she was making a Valentine's Day basket, but she was including Black owned products in her Valentine's Day basket. So like little cute, like she put little stickers in there. She had pencils that she dropped in there, puzzles Puzzles are so cute. I love puzzles. And I feel like that's such a cute Valentine's Day gift to give your kids is puzzles. And even like for an adult gift, there's adult puzzles. Like there's Black-owned adult puzzle companies. Be Rooted has a new puzzle and it has all of her girls on the front and they're all sipping and drinking nice. So just trying to like switch some of those things out, even for your kids. If you want crayons, there's More Than Peach Project. They make crayons. Just little cute fun things that you can put in a basket. That it can be Valentine's Day and Black History Month. And then again, something that somebody uses that maybe they haven't used before. And then all of a sudden it's their favorite brand.
So good. Well, how can our viewers add their business to your database? And before you go, please share with our Connect fam the best way to connect with you and learn more about Retail While Black and Target While Black.
Yes. So if you go to my Retail While Black Instagram, there's actually a form there where you can type in your information and where to find you. It comes directly to me, makes a Google Doc, and I make it all nice and pretty on my end. And if you're looking to follow me, I am at Retail While Black on all the platforms and at Target While Black on Instagram.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being with us today. And we hope you all learned some new smart and fun ways to shop. So coming up, we have our entertainment contributor, London Knighton, here to spill some of her London tea. When we come back, don't move. We'll be right back.